OK, Boomy Chaps, je velmi odstředivý čas. Wow, to jsem to řekl. 14. srpna 2021 mám dovolenou do září, to víte, ale dneska je Realms Deep, to, co vidíte na pozadí na Twitchi běžet. Co to je? Každoroční, doufám, že zůstane každoročním festivalem, něco jako E3, ale pro normální lidi, co mají rádi boomer shooters, takže to si dneska projedeme. Začali v 7, čili 23 minut už běží, ale co se odhalilo? Bude pokračovat Prodeus, dostane kampaň a demo skutečného Blood 2 Cultic je dostupné na Steamu, ale teďka už se dostaneme zpátky do samotné chůze a pojďme se připojit do tohle streamu, protože je to všechno chaotické, je to rozházené, je tady jenom 70 lidí na streamu, že já se vůbec snažím. Nemá vůbec cenu něco streamovat evidentně. Každopádně, jelikož sem přijdou pravděpodobně jenom ty, co jsou lidi, co jsou normální a preferují lidovou tvořivost, kvalitní lidovou tvořivost oproti AAA katastrofám, což je Call of Duty posledních 20 let. To jsem možná přehnal. 20 let tady ještě Call of Duty není, ale brzo to bude. To zase budou nějaké obchůdky. Samozřejmě Battlefield a podobných chujoviny. Dneska se podíváme na tituly, který odhalí Realms Deep a já tady mám ještě otevřený okýnko bokem, co už všechno bylo ohlášeno. Takže In the Keep, Jason of Cultic, to byl ten Cultic, Hyper Strange, Jupiter Hell, Hyper Strange Crossbow Blood Knight, Switch Reveal za 11 minut. No a ještě to pojede až do zítřka, tenhle festiák, takže já se tady budu držet pouze pro tohleto živý vysílání, kde se budou odhalovat tituly trošičku ve větších počtech. A uvidíme, jestli tam bude něco, co nás bude zajímat. Byl tady jeden hororový shooter, který vypadal jako first person Dead Space, vypadal, jak on se jmenoval, Rip Out, ten nevypadal vůbec špatně, takže uvidíme, co tu dále bude. Ale nevím, jestli má cenu to vůbec, jak extra, někdo ještě úplně na Humble, ale nevíme kdo a co. Nevím, jestli to má vůbec cenu komentovat, když je tady jenom 70 lidí. A to potomhle budu hrát Diablo 2 Resurrected, protože je momentálně dostupná, hratelná pro vyvolené, jak se to vezme. Tak jo, co to mám brát? To vypadá jako Medieval. A je to Medieval. To je hříčka, kterou jsem ještě nedohrál a plánoval jsem jí, že bychom měli další. OK, nový zbraně, takže bude Tartarus do Medieval. Oh dear. Protože základ ještě nemám ani spuštěný, ale koupený už ho mám. Tak evidentně mě chci zazásobit dalším contentem. Good. Je to opět hra, do které dělá soundtrack Andrew Holsholt a vychází to pod New Blood Interactive. No, prostředí vypadá pěkně, jako vždycky, ale v té základní hře to bylo dost dobrý. Takže Amidus Evilus bude mít pokračus. Funny that. Já chci hlavně vidět Project Warlock 2 dneska, to je jedna věc, kterou jako si neodpustím, protože ta vypadá úžasně a pořád čekám na ten Early Access, který měl být spuštěný předtím, takže doufám, že si to... Černý labirint se bude jmenovat ten datadisk, OK. Doufám, že ten Early Access bude spuštěný dneska. Mele? Bude mele. Víc mele, tyhle hry mají málo mele na to, že Medieval je plný fantasy zbraní, které se tváří jako meče, hole a kopí, ale většinou je to všechno na dálku. No.
Alright, so we're here with Trunks of Develated, and this is a particularly interesting game. It's not quite like anything else I've seen. I've been describing it as like a cross between Elderborn and something else. It's got Souls-like elements. It's got just really brutal, kind of gritty atmosphere. It's got enemies that come at you in hordes similar to Doom, and it's got RPG elements in that you're, like upgrading your character and you're buying items and managing an inventory, and it's so much. And can you put it into words, like how you came up with this crazy idea for this game?
Well, it started years ago as, Serious Sam came into inspiration. So I really want to create Serious Sam in Doom fast-paced.
Play trailer, chci vidět trailer. Inspiroval se Serious Samem a děláš melee combat hru ze Dark Souls elementy. Trailer.
So I sort of see.
Yo, he got that 2005 camera.
Trying to do the randomly generated maze level. So I want
no, náhodnou generaci tý poslední dobou moc velký fanoušek nejsem, protože příliš málo lidí umí využít, ale budiš.
Levels, maze-like, and also some RPG like Inventory and
Devilated se jmenuje ta hra, na který pracuje, OK.
Yeah.
So that's the duration for Devilated.
It's quite an undertaking to make a game that looks and feels this huge. I mean, this feels like a game that was made by a giant studio.
Play the trailer.
It's just, is it just you? Do you have a whole team behind you? What can we expect? Like development time, you just hit early access.
To Aziat pravděpodobně na tom dělá sám.
A long-term thing, or what are you thinking?
Well, you know, when I started years ago, it was a very small project, and it was not big, and I'm the only one working on it. I was an artist back then. I got wrapped into game development with this game. So basically, this is my first serious game. And, you know, after years and years, I just go around with it, trying to push it and iterate, make iterations to make it better.
Chtěla by ta mikrofon, aspoň, no.
At some point, I just decided that I need to finish this and quit my job, and decided for 1 year to, you know, kind of push it into early access. And right now, I think I will need to just
přehrajte trailer, ať víme víc, protože
do every sort of policing and listen to feedback. And after that, I will get released into the wild and, you know, whatever.
Je to v rámci připravený.
I've really enjoyed the early access so far, and I can't wait for more people to check it out. So, without any further ado, let's get this trailer rolling.
No, tak. Kombinace Seriou sama Dark Souls, jo? FOV 150. OK, ta je strašně moc motion bluru. To je strašně moc motion bluru. Diablácký inventář. Confusion of highest order. Fuck's that? Nebudu předstírat, že vím, co se na obrazovce děje. I don't. A to byl Thompson. Nebo vypadalo to aspoň jako Thompson. Nevím, na jakých drogách byl, když to vyvíjel, ale chci je taky. Chat taky. Motion blur and camera tilting, nightmare vision, my brain. Okay, I'm definitely gonna be sick. Video game. A game by Trunks. Jo, dělal na tom sám, evidentně. Jej, boss fighty tam budou. Aha. Anyway.
All right, I hope everyone enjoyed that awesome trailer from Devilated. That was like a really cool interview to do. We've got so much more going on right now. We have the supercut coming up really soon that's going to show you guys all the
byste neviděli, co je tohle za studio, to jsou 3D runs, a ne studio, který má za sebou Duke Nukem, Iron Fury a takový věci.
Dave Oshry is giving away a, what is it, 3080? Fred, do we have?
Jo, a Dave Stonkshry, jeden z autorů Dasku, dělá rozdávačku 3080.
What does he want with that?
He's like trying to outdo us, I think.
All right.
What do we have?
Look at this right here. This bad boy right here. It has 3080 different games on 3080 different consoles. Like right
3080?
here, I'm gonna play a little bit of 1940.
3080, I think he means.
Fred, you do realize we're live.
We're live.
What?
We're on the air.
Oh,
green screen z něj problikává.
We also have a special announcement.
Right, we
Alex,
do.
Who are we having an announcement with?
Someone called Saber.
Interactive?
Well,
Saber
yeah,
Interactive, ty mají
Oh,
za
this is
sebou...
why I had to talk to Tim Willits the other day.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh,
What do you think it was about?
I don't remember. I was drunk.
How drunk were you?
Yes.
Not drunk enough? Okay.
Are we just gonna play it?
Are we allowed
Anyway, we have all sorts of other cool stuff coming up from Hellforge Studios as well, so keep your eyes on the camera.
Unleash the Slav junk!
The show.
Okay. Deep Games. More games. Už teďka to má víc her než E3, by the way. Přímo 3D Realms hra, OK. Saber Interactive, OK. OK, Andrew Halshall soundtrack poznám na první poslech. A Slipgate Ironworks, jo, OK. To bude Quake, ne, nějaký.
Saber and 3D Realms and Slipgate Ironworks, and this is a really interesting situation because first of all, it became public before we're saying this right now, and a lot of people have been asking a lot of questions, and you know, there's some concern to it. But this is like a new horizon for both of you guys, and I'm curious. First of all, Tim, like what does this mean?
Asi takhle. Tim Willis je jeden z 2 lidí z původního id Software, který ho bytostně nenávidím. Tim Willis je zodpovědný za interní rozpad id Software v 90. letech. Podved Sandyho Petersona, podved Johna Carmacka, manipuloval s lidma, je to totální sráč. Já toho člověka nesnáším. To, co tam prováděl, no zjistěte si vyprávění z přeživších lidí z původního 6členného studia id Software. Co tenhle člověk byl schopný dělat, jak podváděl při tvorbách map a prostě totální hajzl. A druhý člověk, který bytostně nesnáším, je John Romero, to asi víte všichni. Si vzpomeňte, když jsem streamoval Sigil. Jo, John Romero, tak když si otevřete jeho Twitter, je to nádhera. Dokonce už má i svoje zájmena v profilu náhodou. Jo, kdybyste nevěděli, jakým rodem ho oslovit. Ale Tim Willis. Já mnoho slov mám, co tady ani říct nemůžu o něm. Je to hajzl. Prostě řeknu to, je to doslova hajzl, manipulátor a stojí za rozpadem původního id Software. Každopádně by mě zajímalo teda, co bude ta hra z té akvizice. Romero je radical, když v 2016 roce byl zvolený Donald, tak vyloženě řval: všichni, co jste volili, dejte si mě pryč, přátelé, followu, nenávidím vás, vy náckové a takhle. Romero je magor.
Yes. Yeah, that's always the case. Every time someone purchases another studio, the employees are like, oh my gosh, what's going to happen?
Avenge American Maggie, tady to je. Jo. Lidi to vědějí, jaké je to sráč. American Maggie byl jeden z vývojářů id Software právě, který ho taky podved Willis.
Yeah. We can afford that now.
Yes, but it is important to note that
to, co před 25 lety udělal, prostě. Ne, je to hajzl. A to mě navíc doží žalko Randy Pitchford, ten slezl Duke Nema. No tak proč myslíte, že v 3D Realms už dávno není? Sandy Pitchfork je taky úplně jinde.
What does this mean from your perspective? Because this is something you've been pursuing for a long time. It's a totally kind of out of left field as far as
ale lidi to vidějí, vole, korporátní keci. No jasně, to je Tim Willis. Zvěte si, že id Software bylo původně 6 lidí. John Carmack, Adrian Carmack, Sandy Peterson, Tim Willis, Bobby Prince a American Maggie se přidal po chvíli. A Willis to celý rozsekal. To je lore. Teprv.
We have a much larger team sitting around the world, but we always try to keep the core group pretty small, especially the core creative visionaries between the different things we do.
Corporate speak, lidi to nežerou. Je to korposvině, Willis je korposvině.
And that's about what we can handle at this point.
Interdimensional mastermind John Carmack. To on je.
Some time ago, where we started discussing, you know, what is necessary for us in order to truly fulfill kind of our dream and vision for this. And at this point, we couldn't really move much further than what we are now.
Mimochodem, když o tom mluvím teda, Sandy Peterson má svoji vlastní YouTube kanál, jmenuje se to Sandy of Cthulhu, a on tam vypráví, aniž by ho jmenoval, tak všichni vědí, že on byl základem všech problémů v id Software. Had mu říká, The Snake.
it's not a secret that the DNA of what we do, especially at 3D Realms and Slipgate,
John, sorry. Tim poisoned the atmosphere. It's at this time apparently watch the videos from Sandy Peterson too. Really not happy that they are joining. Asi tak. Ruce pryč od Willise.
So we already worked very closely with Saber. We knew the management really well. And for us, it was pretty much a no-brainer. When we started discussing this as an opportunity, maybe
I understood this reference, so did American McGee.
Start working together.
Lidi vědí, lidi to nežerou.
Towards an acquisition. We couldn't think of a better place for us
Tim Willis the traitor. Jo, lidi vědí.
But at a much grander scale, at much
Willis the snake, ty vole. Počkej, ten je od nás, Jirka.
That Tim also talked about, which is so important for studios like us and for studios like Saber.
Wait a minute, vy spamujete jejich chat. Ano, všichni spamují Resident Sleeper, protože nikdo nepřišel na Realms Deep poslouchat stejný sračky na E3, neboli korporátní keci.
Comes and does a takeover, and what does that mean for all of the smaller developers? And that's not going to change from 3D Realms and Slipgate. We're already working with a range of fantastic small developers, and we're going to help them make great games. That's part of our continued strategy as well. But this also allows us to
Hovno je slyšet teda, jako upřímně.
It allows us to do bigger games if that's what we want to do. It allows us to do much more with the smaller games.
Resident Sleeper, co nějaký raffle, nějaký slosováníčko.
Like Tim and Todd and Jason and Andre and the rest of the team from Saber as our advisors.
Zase kanejkrk po bazénu. No tak teď bude chat plný raffle.
You and I we played the same games as kids and many of those games Tim had a hand in. So yeah, this was pretty much a perfect match for us.
Well, as long as there's free snacks.
Jo, tady má pravdu, reakce krásně ukazuje, že gameři nezapomínají, že po Cyberpunku a Blizzardu už máme naprosto poker Corp Speaku. Sorry, ale Corp Speak, já jsem před ním varoval 10 let, co jsem tady na internetu před Corp Speakem. A to, že vám trvalo 10 let, než jste si všimli toho, že všichni lžou, co mají větší platy než normální běžný člověk. Games, there will be games. Okay. Ok, to Symmetry nevypadá úplně nejhůř. Bloom, to je kombinace Bloodu a Doomu, to už jsem dokonce hrál na streamu, pardon. Tohle vypadá jako to je Typing of the Day. A Sharon, tak to vypadá jak PlayStation 1 hra. Long road back, Dark Data 2.0. Spousta toho vypadá jak PlayStation 1 hry. Tak tohle si fix nezahraje, Spooder. Vector Acid Trust. On down vidle. I live again. Project Odin, OK, to byl Kalach. To by mohl být first person Metal Gear. Ten Project Odin vypadá dobře, OK, I'll take it. Cruelty Squad, ne, prosím, už ne. Fidaputi Samurai. No, bez komentáře. Hellpunk Awakening. Afterblast? OK. To je trošičku jako Medieval. Agent 64, Spice Mazda. To je předělávka GoldenEye a řekněte mi, že ne. Angara, to je Heretic /Hexen, OK. Anomalus. Prostě FPSka se špatně udělaným spasem. Bitter. Trošičku Serious sama do toho měřítka, OK. Brutal Fate, ano, to chceme, to je od Seržanta Mark IV. Jo, to je nový Brutal Doom. Chasing Static. Silent Hill, don't care. Darkware's Rogue. Může být zajímavý. Jo, to je ten Derelict. VR PlayStation 1. To je hezky, že umíme dneska jako emulovat grafiku starých PlayStationů, ale who cares? To vypadá jako Quake. First person shoot... Ne. Enchain. Elderborn, jej! Bude něco nového z Elderbornu? Hrotík, jaj! Chystá se druhá epizoda, jeden level už vyndal, ale nebudu streamovat jeden samotný level. Project Absentia, to vypadá jak MS Paint, takže spíš ne. Rights. To vypadá jako painkiller, OK. Může být. Suffer 2. Stačila jednička. To je hrozně psychodelický. Beyond Sunset. Floor. Shileya. To vypadá docela zajímavě. OK. A bit of a game. A další špíl je... Hellforge... To bude Templár! Jak se to jmenuje? Kurva. Nebo Hellforge, no. Dark Templar do prdele. Oh, hello. To není Templár. To jsou Hueyky. Exocide. OK. OK. Ha! Mechanický ruce s extra zbraněma, OK. Nelíbí se mi kontrast barevnej, upřímně. Lidi píšou v chatu, připomíná to The Darkness, a to byly démonický zrůdičky. Tohle vypadá jako exoskelet. Spíš ne tohleto. Nefíluju to. OK, to bylo kinda cool, ale still. I ain't feeling it.
Alright, so we're here with Trunks of Develated, and
Já už
this is a
nechci.
particularly interesting...
A dobrý, oni se špatně to přepli. Dobrý. Wrong video. Je to totiž všechno přednatočený.
Haha. Dude, you have so many things that are being kind of, there's a culmination today of what is Hellforge Studios, what are all these crazy games we've been hearing about, and why are so many of them in the Doom engine, and I want you to answer all of these questions and more, and you have 2.5 minutes to do it. Go.
All right, so yeah, this is definitely a bit of a coming out party for Hellforge Studios, which is a game development and publishing studio that I've just started. And yeah, it's something that popped into my head a little while ago. Experiment with the idea, get some Doom projects, just Doom mods in a group and try and promote them. And it's grown to become more primarily focused on actual new game development.
Bridgeburnera sleduju už nějakou dobu a to by mohlo být dobré.
Doom engine, which is what Age of Hell is in, so I'm intimately familiar with, and almost accidentally initially, but there's definitely a focus now on helping promote games made in that engine.
Fridge cooler.
That was way faster than I thought. We still got like 2 minutes to go. Let's talk about Age of Hell. This has been
Age of Hell vypadá dobře.
Quite a long time, and you were one of these rare developers who's just willing to show off every step of the process.
Čistokrevná, ale vypadá fakt dobře.
I'm a fan of your stream. A little too much sometimes. It ruins my workflow. But, for the people who have not heard of the project up until right now, what can we tell them to expect?
Yeah, so again, kind of like the concept behind Hellforge Studios, Age of Hell was originally a Doom mod that I was making in the spare time. I've been dabbling with it for over a decade, on and off, just as for fun. But 3 years ago, after a very long break from any kind of dev work, any mapping, I resurrected the project, got involved in the Doom community, started sharing screenshots. So I thought, fuck it, let's keep pushing this along. And then I met other people who can help out, bringing assets, creativity to the project, and it's grew into a standalone element. And then it's like, well, why don't we just turn it into a game? So now it's a huge team, and I'm immensely thankful for the people that helped me out with it. But what to expect, it does wear its heart on its sleeve. It's pretty front of the center, but it also brings a lot of modernity to proceedings. Lots of new mechanics, new visuals, very, very large, intricately detailed maps made by some of the finest mappers in the Doom community. I'm very excited to show it off, and yeah, it's going to be good.
And shout out to the Mr. Cat and Primeval. above all else.
Yep, those two in particular are absolute workhorses and awesome people.
And so are you, but we should show people the trailer, right?
Age of Hell, to už mám nakoukaný, takže si to užijte, to vypadá jako hodně dobrá důmovka. Na Doom Engineu postaveno na samozřejmě Source portu. Je to GZ Doom, no asi. A tohle budu streamovat, to si pište, až to vyjde. It's hammer time! S vámi jsem ukážel tu brokovnici z Konstantina. Yeah, Age of Hell, we would like to play. To můžem. Demo je dostupný, tak demo bylo dostupný už nějakou chvilku, no. I need it. A Selako, to je další GZ Doom hra. That's good, to bude taky docela zajímavý. A tohle už nepůjde moc poznat, že je Doom Engine, by the way.
Welcome to your new home. Right? Here goes.
Yes, tohle je GZ Doom Engine. Proteus vibes, perhaps?
That's right. Slots are now open on the Coalition Circuit Collective. New members are needed to help fully unlock our new planet's potential. Discover the Martian wilderness today.
Let's see what we got.
You can toss about a lad. To vůbec není logo UAC, to ukládání. Ha! Ne, že by to mělo safe roomu jako Project Warlock. Ha! O jás, takže má. Dual chambers, protože... Yes.
So you're the one making all the fuss.
Okay. Looking good. Tady došel mi Boomer Juice. 25.8. tam bylo. Flashing Lights Hellfire Studios. Další GZ Doom hra. Jo, to bude tahle hororovka. Oh, hororovka. You know how it goes. Abych nedostal copyright za soundtrack. No tak to hold vystřihnu ze záznamu streamu, jo? Takže když tu část neuvidíte v záznamu, copyright. Yes, jump scares. Protože to je věc, kterou potřebujete v každé hře. Pistol in Doom Engine. Putiš. Nechápu, jak tohle může na někoho fungovat jako strach. To, že se něčeho leknete, neznamená, že se něčeho bojíte, to je jenom instantní reakce na skurvený jumpscare. Takhle tak úplně nefíluju, no. Je spíš ne. Demo 31. října. Don't care. Gunky looking toilet. 3, 2, 1 jumpscare. I don't need to use it right now. No. Sharpio Rock Studio, to vůbec nevypadá jako... Oh, hello. Hello. Že by nový Painkiller? To je hodně early verze, když tak na to koukám na ten pohyb, ale z toho by mohlo něco být z tohohle. Jump. Platforming, moje oblíbené. Ver gameplay. Nebo trošku OP. Tohle bude chtít ale ještě tak 2 roky dovařit, protože, no je to vpravo nahoře, vidíte alpha gameplay, že jo? To hodně early. Ale zase meč Ika Kalaka, ty vole, kde... Vás fascinujou ty meče s rozšířenou špičkou. A tenhle palcát vypadá very bonky. To není ono to střílí. Jako jo, nevím, co se na obrazu... Sensaya! Oh, the pun. Mecha Spood. Yes, Fuchs. Developer interview. I don't wanna. Jo, ve valutě, dobrý. Tím nás zdržovat nebudou, když si chcete poslechnout interview, je to ve valutě. Oh. Hello? More hell stuff? I do like hell stuff. You are part of an ancient bloodline as old as time itself created to defend them. Že by konečně templa? In the first age, in the first battle. To vypadalo levně. Jaj, animace, El Impus. Your defeat is inevitable, and soon your bloodline and this world will be doomed. Unleash hell. To je taky hodně early tohle. To je spíš na Painkillera tohle taky. Pistol bullets. To bude nějaký slapjank tohleto. Jo, to je hodně early, animace to nemá nic. Na tu pixelovanou grafiku bych si to neironicky přepnul, i v Prodeu se mi to líbí víc s tím. takový stylističtější. Ani ne tak serious sám klon, jako spíš zase painkiller, no. Spood? Fix zase odletí od monitoru. Hele, byly tam jenom klepěta 4, jo? Dokud to nemá 8, není to Spood. Blizzard be like. A myslím, že pavouci mají 6. Blizzard mlč. Tohle nefíluju. Next! Levný! Číporu.
Welcome, follow me. It is so great to finally get a chance to speak face to face through the internet, of course. I am stoked about your game. I just got to play the amazing demo that you sent me, and I couldn't be more ecstatic. I'd like for you to have a chance to just kind of like pitch what you're doing and everything, but the first thing I got to do is say you're tapping into a whole new genre here. This is a very, very interesting way of expanding upon what we've seen with Devil Daggers and also with Crossbow Blood Knight, the single player arena shooter. This might be a new era for boomer shooters and for gaming in general. How does your game stand out in your mind?
Well, you know, I was a big fan of Devil Daggers, and I loved also, you know, like Doom 2016, the areas that they kind of locked you in with all the demons. So I grew up on like Unreal Tournament and, you know, since the original Doom. So I remember just kind of, there was a certain feel of control. It was fast, it was furious. Lots of shooting,
he said it.
Family. It would be really kind of neat to do like a modern version of like a sort of a old classic style feel where I kind of pull things from a lot of the games that made FPS what it is. So I took those things, put them in a pot with some other elements like totems. I have some really interesting mechanics and stacking and layering, the way things work together. I mean, it's kind of hard to do a really quick elevator pitch with Unleash Hell, and I think that the people who have played it a little bit will start to understand how difficult it is to kind of just give you a 30-second pitch on what it is, because it's really deep. There's a lot to it, but it's a hell of a lot of fun. It's
Nemůžeš používat slovo deep na konferenci Realms Deep.
They took it like, you know, 900 miles further than they did, which obviously Devil Daggers was amazing. But if you just kind of took it that extra 10 miles, that's kind of where I'm trying to go.
The other thing that I wanted to touch on with you was, what's it like working with Hellforge Studios? This is a whole new thing. It's very, very, very new, very in the early stages. But the group that Bridgeburner has managed to build around himself is quite impressive, and you being part of that, I have to imagine you've got some insight on it.
Yeah, Bridge is great. I mean, this guy really has talent to build some fantastic maps, and he's just got an energy about him, and he's got a kind of a spirit about him that really, he seems like a great guy to work with, and so far he has been. So when he kind of approached me with the idea of Hellforge Studios, I was really intrigued. But, you know, there were a lot of kind of questions I had, obviously, as an independent developer, that is this kind of, you know, are we just, you know, exclusively married type of thing? Is this a contract type of thing? Or, you know, because obviously as a young developer, we still want to be able to, shall I say, get the best deal that's coming out, right? So it's more of a coalition at this point, where we all work together.
Did he invent Star Wars?
Like, for instance, you know, we'll help each other, talk to each other, and it's really kind of under one roof at this point. It's still very early on, so you never know. I mean, at some point,
to the coalition, JC.
Start doing actual like contractual publishing and stuff. But for now, it's just starting baby steps, which I think is really smart, and that excited me. So I really wanted to be a part of it.
I'm really excited to see what you guys do together, and I'm very excited to see this amazing stuff that you come up with for Unleash Hell. It's going to be fantastic, brother.
Back. Celý video.
Okay, we got Mike and Steven here from Relentless Frontier. This is a really fucking cool game, built in the GZ Doom engine. We're going to see a whole lot of that throughout the show today. What can you tell us about Relentless Frontier so far?
All right, so far, it is a GZ Doom project that we are attempting to focus on quick gameplay.
Microphone! Hey, cedulka running with scissors!
And a bit of ammo balance, so to make sure that you can't just shucks.
Join me.
It's interesting.
Bože, ten chrup.
We do know which gameplay loop we're going for. We're trying more for the inspired by kind of Resident Evil 4, combined with the Shadow Warrior remake, where melee is even.
Co si budeme říkat, je to indie game konference, jo, všechno je tady Lidl. I když to má pod záštitou 3D Realms, tak 3D Realms, kdy jste naposled hráli čistokrevně 3D Realms hru? A neříkejte Ion Fury.
Yeah, with the Resident Evil 4 reference there, I can definitely see that dealing with hordes, that's a huge part of your game, is just like kind of hordes of similar enemies, and then I imagine on the programming side, Steven, that you have to deal with, you know, making them not all attack at once, like having some sort of...
Oh man, they were bonkers in the beginning.
Yeah.
Ty vole, nezub se, prosím, ne.
Yes, so like
ta pokročilá paradentol za ty vole.
Fly around was a little. It wasn't hard. It was just like it's crazy, and like all of their attacks just sort of they came together basically on accident, and it was beautiful, and I loved it. And they're like my pride and joy in the project so far.
And this is another of many Hellforge Studios projects that we're introducing here today. What's it like working with that group of people? Because it's an amazing group. Bridgeburner's been putting together like damn near all the best people. And I thought originally it was just going to be GZ Doom projects, but even Foamy's popping in, Devolated. This is so cool. What can you tell me?
It's been pretty damn
helpful,
trying to help organize everyone's projects, making sure no one's kind of left behind, you know. Doing some collaborative efforts with, say for Relentless Frontier, we're putting posters in the game of other people's projects, disguising them as metal bands for a bar, for bar posters. And anytime we need any kind of help, Bridge has had a lot of
Can't hear you, son!
So, friendly, nice.
It's
net positive.
It's really cool to see you guys, like, having a tribe, like, you know, we're all working together towards the same goal. And, you know, High Tide raises
Kurva,
all
vy jdete
ships,
prezentovat svoji hru a ani neumíte prezentovat sebe. To je tohleto. Všechno se to jmenuje Final Frontier nebo nějak tak. Taky původně GZ Doom od tohleto, no. Je to to nehostinná planeta, je to planeta brouchu. Je to planeta, no ty víš, fixi čeho. A bylo by fajn, kdyby ty zbraně dělaly třeba nějaký zvuk teda, no. Oops, it's all headcrabs. Jako jo, varieta nepřátelé je taková non-existentní v tomhle, co? Demo 21.8. Za co? Týden? Za týden. Relentless Frontier, ne Final Frontier. Nejsem přesvědčený. Byly tady lepší věci, mnohem lepší věci. Greetings, Petrky. Hele, ty jsi sem dal tu 666, ale kdyby si připojil třeba zprávu k tomu.
But I am joined now by the wonderful and awesome Fred Schreiber. I'm Alec Pixie.
Schreiber.
And I'm known to shear shamblers at some point. But Fred, you had some stuff you wanted to talk about. We've seen a lot of cool stuff from 3D Realms today. Can you tell us like what we've seen so far, such as Cultic, and also what's coming up here?
Absolutely. Yeah, Cultic first of all. Holy cow.
Cultic, to je hra. Skutečná Blood 2. To chcete vidět, that's amazing.
Someone said, you know, we've all been wanting to play what would essentially be a spiritual successor to one of the best shooters ever made, and Jason is working on his own little universe here with Cultic. So finally we get to kill some cultists again.
Ano, a mimochodem je to člověk s německým jménem a má irský přízvuk. Sus.
We're incredibly excited to be working on it with Jason and turn this into an absolute fantastic game. Next up, we also have a little bit to show from two games that some of you already know. First of all, Graven, and then
Graven bude. Okay, can we see some Graven, Kathleen?
As you know, we released Graven in early access.
Ten už jsem dokonce redaksoval.
Preview a tremendous amount of fantastic feedback. You know, Graven is a very special game for many of us, and it's a game that has
Locutus
so much to
of Borg
in its full version, of which you got a small little taste of in the first released version of the early access game. We have a little trailer to show.
Give me that trailer, Kathleen.
Next update, and we're taking a little bit extra time because we got so much feedback and so much incredible advice on what we should and can do with the Graven universe that we hadn't thought about, that we're also working hard to put into the game to make it the best possible version of itself and to kind of fulfill its full potential. And then we also have a lot of cool things to show and share from Iron Fury.
I live again.
So Jahar,
Caleb není hlavní charakter Kultiku, ale kurva podobný. Show me. Tak to bude Iron Fury tohle. A nebo ne? Ne, Graven. Gip. Is good. Co-op. Graven je fakt dobrý, z toho, co jsem hrál. To byl hodně malý trailer. Tak, update 2. Co-op, Crooksford archivy, weapon upgradey, alchemie a much more. Co-op. Ta kniha střílela knihy. This year. Dobrý, bude to letos ještě. You work slow, comrade. Tak, a teďka Iron Fury Iron Fury! Konečně ten datalist by měl vyjít právě. Aftershock, jo? Byl hodně rychlý trailer opět. Hail to the Queen Edition Big Box Periods coming soon! Gipst. Templar, konečně, Dread Templar. Ten se totiž v demo verzi moc nepověd, tak doufám, že ho předělali a je lepší teďka. Vibin. A vypadá to, že jo. I cast fist! Jo, tohle vypadá 1000krát líp. Ten boss měl takový happy face, jenom kill me. Jo, teďka ten Dread Templar vypadá mnohem líp. Ta původní verze nebyla dobrá. Eyeball. What's up? In the keep. Oh no.
It's me, Cthulhu Man.
To není Sandy Peterson, kdybyste se
You better watch up.
Hey guys, I'm the Space Bird Bounty Hunter Falco. Let me show you what I do. Turret down.
GZ Doom, další hra.
Booby traps. Classic. That's one. That's two. Duck, duck. There went your head. Boom, baby. I know bird food. Kiss my tail feather. Hi-ya! Spinning talon kick. Whoa. Oh, make me want to shake my tail.
Jsi to chtěl dělat first person Star Foxe, nebo co ty vole?
Oh, hey, I'm in a trash.
Based. Furidum, jo, tak to ne, purge everything, kill all of them. Stellar Valkyrie, no.
First person shooter? I hardly know her.
Absolutely degenerate.
Oh, the hook's in me. You better watch out.
Vrať Foxince káru.
This, I shouldn't do this. The more I think about this one, the more I probably shouldn't do it.
Is them saying and funny voice lends the intention. Yep, chat to nežere. Chat to nežere.
Yeah, you know, I'm gonna stop it here. Ow.
I don't get it. Asi tak, no. By Sigma, you posted cringe. Oh, art style z 89. roku. Okay, yes?
Our people give praise to their magi lords. It is by their grace that the Empire stands upon the threshold of a golden age of reason and enlightenment. Rejoice in the knowledge that their power has never been greater, nor the Empire more vital. Let there be no doubt.
Jack Nicholson.gif.
The world belongs to mankind.
And it's Cthulhu. Oh, je to Ultima. OK. To je hodně old school. Hej, když hráli jste někdo Ultimu? Tohle je Ultima, kinda. Holy shit, OK. Tak tohle není ani boomer hra, tohle to je... Jaká byla generace před boomerama? Holy shit. To je ještě přede mnou tohleto, takhle to řeknu. Scout Against the Black Priory. Ale vypadá to hodně věrně 80. letám. A demo je dostupný, kdybyste si chtěli vyzkoušet, jak se hrála Ultima, ale nekrinžovali při tom, jak to nefunguje. OK. Jo! Ne, trench... Conscript. Francouzská hororovka z první světový. Používající rotoskopovanou grafiku. Pořád lepší první světová než Battlefield 1. Conscript reporting. Snad se to bude hrát dobře, ono ty twin stick shootery ne... 2022, času dost. Conscript reporting. Shitbox. Ja, das ist ein große Scheiße. Wow. Tak ten byl odesrán. The fuck is... To je Ernie? tady. Tady někdo opravdu neměl rád Sesame Street. Major Bible questions. What and why? No.
What a great friend you are.
Na tom dělal Šimanský, jo. A Cthulhu je v 5.
Yourselves and pray to your only rightful God. You may attain the honor to serve me for eternity.
Now this be looking good.
Do you think you can overcome me?
MPčko.
There are things in this universe that are beyond your comprehension.
Tohle vypadá brutálně dobře, OK. Lovecraftovská FPSka s reálnýma kvérama. Forgive me, Father se to jmenuje, literally. OK, 28. říjen, letos. Zadáme do streamu.
So, what can you tell me about Dead Game? This is such a cool experience for someone like me, and I'm sure a lot of other people involved.
Nebudou keci, takže já si otevřu Steam
massive arena FPS fans, but your game has a totally different take on it. What is Dead Game?
So the idea behind that game is to combine the classic mechanics of
to vypadá brutálně dobře.
And throw some adventure game and single player experience in a mix, because the difference is that that game is not actually a multiplayer game. It's a single player campaign that takes place in a fake multiplayer game that no one plays it anymore because it's been 20 years since the peak of the arena shooter genre, so the only people left to play it are veterans or tryhards, and the main villain of the story is one of the tryhards that wants to have an actual player base. So to resurrect this dead game, he performs a necromancy and calls back from the grave a bunch of souls and forces them to play inside the arena. The kick is that the souls aren't actually interested in fighting the game. You know,
just chatting.
They were enjoying their eternal rest.
Jo, metahra, Bobby, to bude.
As per usual. And
zabíjení tryhardů.
Let's say, what is a dead game? Another thing that I think sells the dead game outside of the spectrum of the arena shooter genre itself is the fact that it has more replayability, but in the sense that it's a single player campaign that has different branching stories that you can get depending on what you choose to do during the matches, because the matches itself, for the most part, do not have a streamlined experience. Like the match starts, you have to get X score to win, and the match ends. I won't spoil it for the people who haven't played yet, but there are a few surprises that can happen during these matches that will influence what you can do or what you cannot do. What you can unveil about the whole backstory that surrounds the main plot of the game.
And how will non-AFPS veterans like me and like Jahar and all these other people hanging around here, how will they enjoy this game?
I hope they will enjoy it for the single player aspect of it all, because it features, I know it will turn off some people, but it features quite a bit of cutscenes that explain the story and furthers the plots and introduces new characters and explain their motivations or just
Tohle je daleko lepší všechno vysvětlit trailerem.
for the chapter you are currently experiencing. So you play it for the story, and hopefully you stay for the game mechanics.
I hope that a lot of people play your game, and I hope to see them in a Warfork server someday in the near future, because I think that it will garner some attention. People who just enjoy the single player game will be like, what is this all about? And then we'll be like, you know, Arena FPS will at least continue to have new players jump in, and I hope that they find a culture of gamer who is welcoming and willing to teach instead of a lot of what we've seen in the past 20 years or so. So let's see that trailer. Let's get everybody like hyped. Let's roll. Jahar, hit the button.
Gib trailer. Flash. Blake. Takže Dead Game. Massive tits! Tam to byl charakter z Redditu, ne? Mlady. Soundtrack typu Unreal, OK. That game! Ještě, ono to ještě napsaný takhle. Oh no. Demo available though. Spíš ne.
And we're back. Yay. Okay, cool. So, Alec, sorry for stealing your identity. I know that's a huge crime. And I feel really bad about it, so I've reassumed my own identity. Is that okay?
This time. But if you do it again, I'm fucking gonna skin you alive.
Reddit the video game.
I'll watch out.
No, je tam green screen guy je tady.
Right now in this next
A taky Mark of Shame.
One coming up. We gotta give a big shout out to those guys, Zach Murphy and Jake Parr, who've done so much for Realms Deep this year and last year. And actually, Zach personally recruited most of the games that we're showing. This next segment is actually chock full of them. Really, really cool indie games, and I hope that everyone enjoys it. But is there anything else we're supposed to say? Am I freaking out right here?
You're freaking out.
Okay, what are we supposed to say?
I don't know. I'm also freaking out.
Okay.
Take it away.
Take it away, Jahar.
Who?
Okay, so Orlando, we got to talk about Grim Curse.
Grim Curse.
Really think that you're onto something here. We've talked to a lot of devs throughout the day. A lot of people being featured that have wild, crazy ideas for a different kind of game. And I think that Grim Curse, if I'm not mistaken, you started this off as a jam game where they were talking about, like, you know, cross genres. And what you came up with was like half Pokemon, half Time Crisis set in the Indo-Chinese War. How did you come up with that? That's insane.
You know, when you participate into jam games, you start to have all these crazy ideas just trying to fit into the theme of the jam. My team, we actually made plenty of jam games like through the years. We made a little shoot 'em up. We made a little platforming game.
Hood classic
games while we were studying, because we were students at the time. And once we got to Grim Curse, we were actually like a little stuck developing a little shoot 'em up game called Sucker Munch. We were planning to expand it and release it on Steam, but we got a little stuck, and we said, okay, let's break the ice. Let's do something different. So we went into the
free CV.
There was this GitHub game off. Coming. It was 1 month, gave us plenty of time. So we started to think about ideas because the theme itself was just genre smashing, like just mixed genres. That's actually extremely popular for jam games, like just making out a new genre or something like that. And that's how we came up with the idea, because my friend loves Time Crisis. I love House of the Dead. And although the game itself is not a rail shooter, it's more like a gallery
House
shooter
of the Dead
střílečka,
jasně, on rails.
That's pretty much how I came by it. Like, how do you play a gallery shooter with a more interactive experience, more like a more immersive experience, without having to necessarily create so much art or surrender to a 3D environment like a rail shooter. And that's how we came up with Cream Curse.
I am really stoked about it. I enjoy it. I was just showing it to some friends before we recorded this who were also like super like, man, I can't wait till this comes out. So I'm stoked to see how people watching this thing react to it. I'm sure it's going to be pretty epic because there's just nothing else like it. You know, your artwork is amazing. Your concept is amazing. You know, it's like, literally, I said this earlier, it's like playing Pokemon and then suddenly you're in a gallery shooter, and that's just so weird and jarring and different and interesting. Let's see how people react to it.
Takže to bude House of the Dead lineární stříl. To není ono. Modern Day Vietnam, 1953. That's not what I thought. Nebo to je Overworld? Au. Je to Unreal střílečka. Mat 39. Lámací francouzský samopal. Osobazuka. Grim Curse, ne. 22 rok. Oh.
Hello and welcome. I'm Jake the Voice Par, co-creator of E1M1 Magazine, the world's first old-school shooter publication. After 2 successful fundraisers, alongside much acclaim and constructive feedback from our supportive fanbase, we've been making some noteworthy changes to our new batch of issues. Each magazine will have new layouts created in-house by us.
Co bych dal za takový časák, kdyby vycházel v Čechách?
Digestible read and stunning cover art by talented artist Atomic Ranger.
Fyzicky
Magazine is striving to once again deliver top quality previews, reviews, interviews, features, and fan art from the community, all of which will be available in physical and digital formats. Help us surpass our goal, and we'll be able to release a bonus magazine, demo discs, and more. So if you're interested, be sure to back us, follow us on social media, share our fundraiser page around, and download a brand new free sampler from our website. Thank you very much for watching and for your support, and have a good one.
What's up next?
We got motherfucking Miko from maybe the best game ever made. I'm not sure. There's a lot of great games being shown off today at Realms Deep, but yours is like definitely one of my favorites. White fucking hell. I fucked you last year and I didn't feature your game in Realms Deep because I didn't know about it until literally a week after, and I felt like total shit. And I am so excited to finally get to show the whole world how awesome it is. Can you tell us just a a morsel of what makes White Hell so special?
White Hell, bílý peklo.
Okay, so firstly, greetings, perkele.
Suomi mainittu! Perkele!
So, in short, what is White Hell? You're some dude who wakes up in the apocalypse from his bathroom toilet and you start killing Nazis. Because why not?
Počkej, bílý peklo bylo proti Sovětům.
I mean, they're the ones who are gonna kick your door in anyway, so serves them fucking right if you ask me.
Dumbass.
So, that's the lovely premise of the game.
There's so many cool things about it. There's like Finnish folklore, there's magic, there's really awesome, like obvious throwbacks to the build engine, which your game is made in Unity, but like just the humor and the style of storytelling, which is totally environmental. Is like, this is like perfect. This is like, who fucking dreamt this up? Only the greatest genius in the world, which is you. And I mean, by you, I mean also
Bílý peklo je Talvisota. To jsou Finové proti Sovětům, ne proti náckům.
Oh, he's the genius behind coding and shit like that, you know. I'm just an artist Well, okay, I'm a level designer as well. I'm the goddamn animator as well. Among other things.
Vy na čí straně byli Finové? I don't think so, Bobby.
One of the best like indie level designers I've come across. Man, your levels are sprawling and yet concise at the same time.
Chápete, že Finové měli do 56. roku svastiku na letadlech?
But like I can explore and find all these crazy
unrelated k náckom, ale jenom říkám.
If we want to piss off Civi, like whatever the fuck I want. There's so much to offer here, and there's so many cool like little references to your culture that I feel like will go over most people's heads, but for me, man, a game referencing the Kalevala is right for me. So, and I hope it's right for a lot of other people.
Yeah, I hope so too.
Dej mi trailer a uvidíme.
The Kalevala things, there might be a bit, well, people who don't know anything, who don't know much about it might be, of course, they might be like might be a bit lost maybe, but that's okay. Like I'm still gonna try my best and make sure that they know what's going on.
Well, let's just show people the trailer and see what they think.
Yeah, please. Enjoy.
Jahar, do the thing.
Post-apo Finsko. And somehow Nazis. What the hell? Samozřejmě, že má to jejich 20 mm motherfucking protitankovou pušku. Kaldoskin Parantola. Proč má tvoje puška liže? Boje sníh, pičo. Fug. Jestli tam nebude gondolák jako super zbraň, tak nehraju. Tam bude gondolák jako zbraň. To je hrot, ale ve Finsku tohle efektivně. Tohle je finský hrot. Dělej gondoláka, show gondola or riot. Comanda gate, vou mě fugs. Perkele. Erle, jak se zšel? Perkele hrot, tak. Gondolák tam není. Hrotele! Night dive. Hoodies. Power slave. Ne? Tak ne. Vibin. Je to Power slave. Remasterovaný Power slave, yes. Tu hru nikdo neznáte, ale já vám říkám, že to je dobrý. Ty vole, já jsem si ji napsal do rejstříku retroher, co bych streamoval jako originální. Já nevěděl o tom, že jdou dělat novej, upřímně. Respektive remasterovat originál. Jo. OK, I'm in. Remasterovaný Power Slave. To je hodně cool záležitost. Jen ta originál je dostupná na GOG asi za 4 eura. Egyptská mytologie je málo prozkoumaná v FPSkách, takže let's do it. Exhumed Edition se to bude jmenovat, OK. To je hra snad z 95. roku původně. Dread Templar, ne. Smooth Brain Death, what? Dusk 2? Brutal Boomer Shooter, of course it is. Found the hammer, boyo. To je doslova Ripper s Duke Nukem a tohle ten gun. Akorát mu chybí hlav. To je Dusk. Tohle je Dusk 2, já? The fuck? That abdomen. Jméno hry ještě nedostaneme. We gotta wait, boys. To je flash launcher. Je to flash launcher. 202. A mít kůsu jako melee zbraň není úplně špatná věc. I like it. Incision. OK. Zapíšeme. I like it. 2021 ještě. Incision. Není na Steamu. Není na Steamu. Proč se laguje? Protože to blbě nahráli.
Have already beat your Kickstarter goal, which is fantastic. I've not seen anything blow up quite that quickly in a little while. It's been amazing seeing Cliffy B and John Romero.
No, Cliffy B,
nah. This documentary is going to be. David and Robin are here to talk about it. I want you guys to like kind of dive into what this experience has been like and what are your plans for telling the story of the genre that we're all pretty much here to celebrate today.
Oh yeah, I mean, it was absolutely incredible to see. Just like you, I'm still a kid at heart when it comes to this stuff. I'm still kind of a fanboy. To see John Romero touting us, Cliffy B, Scott Miller, Tom Hall, you just rattling off a who's who of legends, not only in FPS design, but in game design. If there's a Mount Rushmore of gaming, a lot of these heads are right on there. So it's
ještě, že na každý interview mají vyhrazeno 2,5 minuty.
When you're sending emails, I mean, Robin knows this. It's one thing when you're just talking over email, like, hey, we're doing this, we hope you'll be involved. But then to see them excited about it, as excited as you are, is surreal. It's really exciting.
You brought up something there that I think is really important, and that's this is an FPS documentary, but from the 90s on, the story of FPS is not just the story of video games, but the story of computer science in general, and what can be done in engineering and entertainment. And obviously, I mean, our show and the Keep is just like been rattling upon this for a couple of years now, and I'm stoked to see this in a feature film. So, David, what can you tell us about the logistics of making this kind of a film?
Well, I'll let Robin speak more to that, but what I can tell you is you hit the nail right on the head. Like when I hear In the Keep, I think of what I was doing as a kid. I was kind of in my gamer's keep, my PC case cracked open, wanting to put in the latest sound card from Creative Labs, you know, new video cards. Because FPS they're not just games, they're technology show horses, right? If you want to show off your latest PC build, you buy the latest Quake, you buy the latest Unreal, you bring your friends over and they're just like, I've never seen anything like this. And then next year you beg your parents for another $400 or $500 and you do it all again. Really, I think you're totally right. I mean, FPS games, they're not only fun, but you heard as much conversation around the engines, especially if you're talking about programmers like John Romero and John Carmack, Tim Sweeney over at Epic, about how the tech was going to drive game design, or the game design was going to drive the tech. There was a symbiotic relationship there that was as exciting for players as it was for the developers writing all this code and marathon crunch systems.
You know, it's a huge privilege to be in a position where you can pull together the caliber and level of talent that we brought together for FPS, and all credit should go to David. I found out about David because of his book, Rocket Jump. He literally wrote the book on 90s FPS shooters. Originally, he joined my advisory team. We've been my company, Creative VC, has been very successful in I suppose, pioneering what I like to call community-powered entertainment. So I don't really see ourselves in the film industry or in the TV industry. I feel like we're carving a brand new, unique niche. If you want to understand what we're trying to achieve with this documentary, the easiest way to think about it is the 3 C's. So the first C is curation. What gaming titles are we going to feature out of a 48-year history that are going to be the most pertinent for you to understand and go through the entire evolution of the genre? The second is commentary. It's our mission to bring the best, most charismatic experts on the FPS genre in the world together for the first time in history. That's what we've done. That's what we are continuing to do. We haven't finished lining people up yet. And the third C is probably the most important. It's community. This is all about backers. This is all about super fans of FPS. And, you know, we're not interested in the general audience. You know, we're not trying to compete with those wide-ranging sort of computer gaming documentaries. I believe there's a vacuum at the top of the food chain in terms of gaming entertainment, which is what we want to occupy. And we want to create something that's really going to indulge super fans of FPS. You know, we've got a 3-hour runtime. Our track record is our last 3 documentaries that have all been critically acclaimed are like 4.5 hours. And so we want to take that model, our previous success, and bring it over to gaming. And the FPS genre is the perfect place for us to start.
Jo, ten v chatu má pravdu, vypadá jak to dítě z doby ledový. Ty uši, to rozložení očí. Jo, vypadá jako to battle z doby ledový. Já věděl, že tak si jsem někde viděl.
That's how we want people to feel about this project.
Well, let's not forget the 4th C, which is now people need to see the trailer.
Yeah, to see the trailer.
Trailer na grande documento. Fakt tam museli dát check quest, ty vole. Ty vole, Medal of Honor 1. Teda, naše PCčkařská 1. Jo, používejte Destiny jako příklad. Chod.
It's time to kick ass and chew bubble gum, and I'm all out of gum. You're into your suit now. You were born to do great things.
Move it out, double time. Ready for liftoff. Let's go. I won't even know what it's.
Halo je architekt špatných FPS stříleček, change my mind. Ach, ten konzolový auto aim. To nemůžeš dělat Halo na stejnou úroveň jako Descent. Prostě jako ne. O ty vole, fakt no. Tam jsou all kinds of terrible games. Ale to byl Quake 3 a Counter-Strike a GoldenEye. A zase shit Halo. Unreal Tournament 2003. Doom 2. Forgotten Home, ty vole.
Oh, they're going to have to glue you back together.
In hell.
Greetings. I am the monitor of installation.
Fuck off. Já Medal of Honor 1, to byla pravá Medal of Honor 1. No, Half-Life 2 představovat nemusím. Shadow Warrior, Dark Forces, Duke Nukem, Heretic Hexen, Doom Quake, co? Ne! 2042 ne! Titanfall, Borderlands, Viscera, Fest, 13, Half-Life, Left 4 Dead, Serious Sam, HDčko, Soldier of Fortune, Doom 2, Quake 3, Quake 2, Modern Warfare, Rainbow Six, Já je poznám na první frame, zmrdi. Prey, Eternal, Doom 3, GoldenEye, Duke Nukem bohužel Forever, Metro, Crysis, Turok, Sin, Superhot, Far Cry 1, Modern Warfare 2 Remastered, Overwatch, ne. Myslím, je tam pár her, které tam nemají nejmenší právo bejt, asi takhle to řeknu. A samozřejmě Halo. Halo je prokletí first person. I'm fucking old.
Hey, welcome back.
Hele, John Carmack, když mu bylo 15.
Sorry.
It had to happen. I want to watch that documentary, honestly. Like,
it looks amazing.
So that's not Ty. As you can see, that's Ivar Hill. He has a very healthy core, and he is from 40K.
Yep. Yeah. Hi, everyone.
Z čeho je 40K?
Creator of 40K. I know a lot of you are really excited about the potential 40K demo coming out.
Nebo jsem hluchý a slyšel jsem blbě.
Still fairly early development.
Jo, Core Decay. Já jsem slyšel 40K. Ale Core Decay vypadá dobře.
Will we see that trailer soon?
You will see it right now.
Okay, good. You can lower yourself again.
Take it away.
Jestli je to ta hra, co myslím, že je ta Core Decay, je fajn. Jas, to vypadá, že bude ono. Ivar Hill, jako solo developer, jo? No, vypadá jako 15letý Carmack, to může být dobrý.
As of 0600 hours, the last of the computers have been made operational. 10,000 units on standby.
Has the patterning taken place?
Not yet. There are safeguards, but primary transfer of content will take place once the pathogen has been released.
Why not now? Why take the risk of waiting?
Yes, comrade!
What we are doing. No one else has ventured this far, past the threshold of comprehending our existence. We have a philosophical interest.
Philosophical? These are pragmatic matters.
At this point, there isn't truly
a jo, je to voice actor Samola Haydena a Valkoriona. Yes.
We do have practical concerns that need our attention. What of the facilities still in operation?
All deep sites are reporting successful de-escalation.
Gameplay, please.
A few locals remain. It appears in their desperation to survive, they have attempted to access the heat and water emissions of the complex.
Is this a concern?
They could never make it past the perimeter. And besides, the Republic will be killing them off within weeks. They'll be dropping like flies.
So be it then. What of Shenzhen?
Still in operation. The payload has been transferred on schedule and remaining work is being finalized within the week.
I suggest we terminate the staff. Secrecy is paramount, and I do not trust Talos security protocols.
I shall confer with Lee. I would surmise she rather disagrees with your viewpoint.
Clearly. And what is the status of the contingency plan?
All taken care of. The cryogenic vault at Site 43. All the necessary modifications have been made. The units are already en route and will be activated at the time of the all-clear.
I trust the units will be adequately protected.
You are at the edge of the world. Antarctica will provide.
Excellent.
Totally not Shadow Moses.
From there, that our future will begin.
And theirs will end.
Jas, tohle vypadá good. Systém šok na Antarktidě. Core Decay. Je to systém šok efektivně, což znamená, že to bude dobrý. A demo na konci roku bude. Meh.
What do you do for a living, eh? Pump gas, count beans, clean a toilet, several toilets, flip burgers, work a wrench, ass warm an office chair, several office chairs. I kill shit for big swinging suit stuff fuck bags and keep my gob locked up as long as I get paid. Sometimes that shit's the fragile sad sack.
Oi mate, you're from Australia then? Well, I don't think that's pretty nice.
Slipgate reject bolt scum. Once there were like 5 or 6 ghosts.
Australia 200%.
AI murderbots gone arseward, done up in human faces and chewing their way through the corporation's bottom line with teeth on Mars.
License, mate.
Nothing ventured, nothing gained though, am I right? It's Robopocalypse Year Zero, and I need that shitting paycheck, so let's venture! Daka 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 daka. One small step for humans, one giant paycheck for mama. Give this guy the flip up and over. Bangarang! Oh my.
Greetings, human mechanism. Your hesitation marks surprise. No concern. Kindly place me on.
What kind of freaky shit is this?
I'm a strength augmented boost.
You've got a voice.
Wow, so do you.
Sassy. We're gonna be friends. How to add violence? At times like these, one wonders, is any of this real? What if this is some kind of simulation? Not the actual events of a real individual life, but instead some kind of brain case computer mock-up contractual catch-all clause in which... Bang, bang, bang! Daka, 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 bang, daka, boom! I'm the bad witch! I'm a goddamn shitting pretty
Every day we stray further from God.
This boot was made for killing, and baby, Mama's got a brand new frag. Just buy the shitting game.
No, I will not. Ne. Edgy jako svině, ty vole. Hello there. Tohle není Project Warlock, ale... Kdyby Project Warlock byl... Heretik. Project Zelda. Ale stáhnul bych to rozostření v obrazu. To CRT simulace je shit. Vypnout. Ale jo, cute. Voxel Heretic. Kvejkařský zvuky skoku. OK, next. OK. To je tohle. Yes, tohle jo.
Finish the job.
To byl Tony Todd? Hlasem ne. Anyway, tohle bylo hodně dobrý. What this? Žiletka. Skřivce. Tohle bude zdrogovaný, co? I have several paper dude. Carton Doom. I see the mechanics. Office Doom. Paperhead, yeah. Alpha dem, pre-alpha dem. No. Ah, 486 jsem v skutku měl. A najednou adventure game. El Gato. But, okay. That was random. Právě si byl povýšen. Inkeep. Okay. What?
Hi everybody, I'm Daniel. For the past several years, I've been working on an indie game project called Inkeep. I've been assisted by John Helpart, who's contributed sound effects and an amazing musical score, and by Torgia Furida, who's worked on some gorgeous character portraits as well as the fantastic box art. But what is Inkeep all about? Inkeep is a micro RPG experience where you run your own fantasy world, serving a rotating cast of unique, handcrafted characters. Each character has their own background, preferences and dialogue, and their own secrets to discover. As the innkeeper, your challenge will be to make these guests comfortable, serving them their favourite food and drink, and sharing the various stories, rumours and jokes you learn.
Hateful Eight the game, yeah!
You want your guests to be comfortable, so they're less likely to notice just how carefully you're listening to their conversations, and just how closely you're assessing their belongings. And if they have a good enough time, well, they'll be fast asleep when you creep into their rooms at the dead of night, wiggling rings from their fingers, taking coins from the little hidden recesses inside their boots, rummaging through their backpacks. This is a game for people who'd like their RPGs with a little more drinking, creative cooking, eavesdropping, and larceny. We're really excited about the future of this game, and we're looking forward to sharing more with you soon.
Keep the Dark Project. Next! Classics games. Papercraft charaktery.
If I should crash to the ground, would you help me pick up the pieces, brother? If I should call out from the void.
Game over. In the name of King. Jestli tohle je copyrightovaný soundtrack, tak sorry, tohle záznamu nebude. Já už jsem mlčel moc dlouho, to už se nezachrání. Se totálně poslední tohle traileru nechci podřezat, ty vole. I am not impressed. No. Langweilig! Yes, 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 yes. Give. Melee weapons, yes. Yes. No a tady už se člověk bude moc dost slušně zapomenout v těch mapách, jakmile budou teďka vertikální. Jo, rozbil se jim zvuk. Teda respektive je to nahraný na nějaký potato. Secrets! There be secrets, my light. Automapa, of course. Die, Pigu, die! Mini-loading tam byl, já ho viděl. Tohle bude mrdá. Upgrade station. Čtyři hlavně, proč ne? Shambler je zpátky. He back! Tohle není trailer, tohle je preview demo. Kickstarter je live a wishlist. A remasterovaný hlavní téma. Miau! Gib moi soundtrackeru.
I don't know why we're doing this. Why are you here? Because I'm still mad at you about the fucking giant forehead meme. I was browsing through YouTube, and I forgot about that meme from last year, and then I was just browsing YouTube, and then one of your dev blogs came up, and I was just like, that motherfucker.
I'm just complimenting you. Like you're such a like forehead. You know, you know so much like about everyone, and you talk to everyone, so you build those kind of connections. You know, I'm complimenting you.
But this isn't about me, man. We're showing this awesome trailer. For your game. Big announcement time. Things are heating up. How has the development of Limitless Hunger come along since the last time?
It's been limitless, to be honest.
Limitless. Okay.
It felt like hell, and it will be hell. Like what are you gonna see? But you may see even more than hell. So that's gonna be very interesting. So I hope you enjoy this. I hope you actually enjoy my trailer, Kai, because I'm gonna fly to America. I'm gonna give you a good hug. But expect non-stop action. Expect everything that you don't expect from any other game. And especially reviving like old games like Serious Sam and other genres like that. Like just imagine it being smashed together and enjoying them.
I'm super stoked, man. I mean, obviously I've been following this game literally since In the Keep started. I mean, you were like the 6th or 7th or some really early on guest, like one of the first.
Yeah, I was still not in university. Like,
and now here we are. And
yeah,
I think
I never expected us to be here.
All the people watching are about to be mind blown. So I hope they enjoy it.
Limitless Hunger, is it any good? Nebo si jenom kouříte ptáky. Begin!
It'll be like, I think we're going to have like a lower third, like right here somewhere.
Yeah.
It says like inthekeep.com. But for the people watching and the people who are have been following the game for a long time, I think that this is going to definitely get you excited and make you feel like it hasn't all been for nothing. Because it's, as you said, it's limitless. But I think the amount of happiness that you can bring to the world is also limitless.
Yes, it's a safe haven for everyone.
Tak jo, Limitless Hunger.
So, do we have a deal?
I'm gonna go on a limb and say no. Ta brána říkala Sivy. To byl Sivy. Já to viděl.
Join me.
Also, no. Terrible. That was terrible.
All right, we're back, and it looks like everyone here is shuffling through the treasure trove of what awesome games we have, and also the literal treasure.
Oni tam mají bombonky.
I actually got the chance to take a ride in Fred's Ferrari the other day.
You did?
Yeah.
He hasn't taken me in it yet.
Illocutus of Borg si dává bombonky.
Dude. And anyway, we have this next segment, which is going to contain a lot of really cool games. One of them in particular that I think you'll like is a pretty sprawling experience. It's just something that I actually got to play before anyone else.
You get to play the games, you get to ride in the Ferrari.
Yeah, I get to do a lot of things that other people don't get to do, apparently, because, you know, I'm special. I'm just kidding, Alex, you're special too. But the main thing here is I want to shout out all of the wonderful people at In the Keep for me. All of these interviews that you're seeing were cut together by Vince Steele, Red Eyes, Green Dragon, and Uncle Had. They've been absolutely fantastic.
I have no idea.
This whole time.
Jak dlouho už jedem? Hodinu pade?
So many moving parts just keeping Realms Deep going. And you included. You were a producer on the show.
Aww.
And also want to make a big special shout out to our director, Mr. Jahar over there, who is probably not going to acknowledge us, but anyway.
He is dead on the inside.
Let's get ready.
And so are we.
With some more trailers and some more segments. And 3 and a 2 and a 1 and take it away.
Game. There will be game. Uh-oh. Destructive creations.
Why did you call your group mongrels?
Ah!
What do you mean?
Tohle je dobré.
All of us were like from a different story. And each
Jestli
of
je
us
to,
had
co si
no
myslím, že to je.
homeland at that point. Me, as you know, I deserted the Wehrmacht in '44, but I've told you enough about me already. I don't really know if I would have made it if it wasn't for Avol, my friend from the army. That guy was a real deal. Huge, strong Silesian miner who was drafted into the Wehrmacht. He was a pain for any superior. More uncontrollable and rebellious than you can even imagine. But after we deserted, I believe he started to discover a sense, meaning in this war. Especially after we met Lucas. He was actually the first person who gave us some sort of direction. Lithuanian, sort of small-framed smuggler type with a huge heart. He was the one who dragged us into guerrilla combat against our previous
Commandos Reborn.
How did that happen?
We were on the run, without any destination. Then we had to stop in Panari where we met Lucas. Wait, have you heard about the massacre in Panari?
No.
You should read about that and what was happening in the East. That is, if you want to comprehend what I'm talking about.
Mi naprosto jasný, že tohle je Brit. Warmongers. Small Panzer. Okay, next.
We're here with John of the Shred. John, you are doing some really amazing shit. Radio stuff, awesome music and everything for Happy's Humble Burger Farm. And I was hoping you could tell us a little bit about what goes into that production. There's some really cool cameos in there too.
Oh, yeah, you among them.
Oh, howdy, partner.
There's quite a bit of cameos. It's one of the things I'm doing, I guess, casting. Got all these great voice actors from people that have been supporting us from day one, new friends as well. I also did TV programming, music, sound effects, story. We've got a 3-person team and a bunch of mercenaries, as we call them. And we all wear a bunch of hats. So me, Caleb, and
Protože to bude končit zhruba za půl hodinku.
You got to accommodate everything that needs to happen. But it's always fun and it's always rewarding.
A pak už je tam něco za 2 hodiny a pak až za den. Takže po těchto 2 odhalení by to mělo skončit, takže 4 hodiny a pak půjdeme na Diablo.
You can write a comedy skit for the radio and then you can make some heavy metal and then you can make some Boards of Canada music and then you make Kaiju screams for the boss fights. It's great. It's awesome.
You were telling me that you kind of try to do that on purpose. You're like, okay, I'm kind of burnt out on making the music right now, but you know, I'll taking a break for you is not stop working. It's do a different type of work.
Yeah.
Come back to it. Yeah,
absolutely. And I think with musical instruments, as you learn new instruments, I feel like it strengthens your music theory across the board. Well, whatever subconscious music knowledge you have, however you play. And in the same way, I think game development, like even all the software, it's kind of arranged in a similar fashion. You know, if you're using Unity or Adobe products or Ableton Live, which is the stuff I used to make music and videos and all that. It just strengthens your overall knowledge. And as a team, it also helps to have empathy for what they're doing, so you can help them in the best way. You never stop learning. But as you're saying, it's good to not be burnt out on one thing. You could jump over, to comedy or whatever, you know, working with other people, bringing them in the
umělec, většině vhulenej.
Working on your own, doing a 12-hour music session. You know, it's always different.
Well, we've got a trailer for these folks to watch, so let's
give
them an idea of where all that hard work goes and what you guys have been doing for all this time. I'm really stoked about this game, and I can't wait for other people besides myself to get their hands on it.
Dusk! Ne. Simulátor burgerárny? Prepare for edgy.
Have a happy humble day.
That was fucked up. Hey, Serious-san, but different. There's
Well. Looks like someone's crashed this
posting cringe!
They're stranded on an unknown planet, surrounded by enemies, and in desperate need of a gun. Vic Spenley at your service.
To je Serious-san míšený s Futuramou, nebo co?
Guns upgrade.
Medvěd. Bear Force One.
Wow, Max, you really did a number on those bots back there.
Meh. Spíš ne. Jako nevypadá to úplně nízkorozpočtově, ale no, má kárci. Berserk. Aha. Okay. It do be looking kinda good.
This was once your favorite, wasn't it?
Budeme tomu říkat Ghost in the Quake. Sprawl.
This is only the beginning of something bigger than yourself, and you will have your revenge.
Komunistická revoluční pěst, vždycky rád vidím. Not.
Kairi, it's time to talk about Perish, the upcoming roguelite co-op FPS.
O tomhle něco vím, tohle vypadá taky docela zajímavě, to Perish. Tohle už jsem v pohybu viděl a nevypadalo to vyloženě špatně. Uvidíme, kam se s tím dostali. Mytologická co-op shooty thing.
This is Pantheon, or what is left of it. Once an overground temple, it is now a necropolis dedicated to the damned and forgotten. It's a sanctum for uninitiated souls who dream of finding a path to Elysium and the tomb to which they return if their quest to find the afterlife ends violently.
By nemuselo být zahození toto.
Guided and frankly misguided by the priestesses of Orpheus, you, as one of the Amietri, unable or unwilling to perform the Orphic trials in the mortal world, are fighting your way through Pantheon towards Elysium.
Angry Greek boys be like. Jej, aktivní blocking, vždycky vítanej ve hrách.
The result is a never-ending battle amongst the dead. One and all aim to complete the 12 tasks of purgatory, reliving the suffering of the Olympian god Dionysus in order to prove themselves worthy of the company of Orpheus. Most are doomed to meet their brutal end over and over, only to be forced to undertake the trials again from scratch. From melee weapons to firearms and divine lightning, Perish features a formidable array of weaponry to unlock and upgrade with hard-earned Danaki, snatched up from fallen foes.
Haha, reference na Dark Messiah, fuck you!
That being said, even with the mightiest ordnance,
the
hordes of the deceased are tough foes to deal with. Not to mention the various bosses, legends of the Pantheon they are, demigods hell-bent on denying the meek from ascending to Elysium. Let's just say, you don't want to be caught off guard by a literal moon, shattered into a million pieces, raining down on you.
Tohle si umím představit, že v tom utopím hodně. Řecká mytologie, patřičně metalizovaná.
In the blighted Hadean underworld than an immortal-ish warrior with heavy artillery. That's right, 4 of them. With up to 3 friends, the path to Elysium will feel just a little bit less daunting.
Tohle by mohlo být bloody good fun. Perish. Ale ten už by na Steamu měl být? What this? Wishlist. TBD, aha, tak to bude ještě trvat, no. What the?
And our business is riches, noble guy.
Co ve jménu velkých hnědých sraček je toto?
By his strength did I endure until the Queen.
Queen.
They flee from our fury, and the fortress be ours.
Lofgastum Ulfak.
Visibly confused. Tak, it's Cthulhu.
You're only the queen who dies a dream in darkness. Reserve the thing of collaborating with dread's a reeling carcass.
Eh? I don't wanna.
Cleveland, that was really awesome. This
Thank you.
This is
No,
so
it
cool.
was not.
Like I've been saying, I've
by to mělo končit.
Really adamant about getting some things into Realms Deep that were not just boomer shooters.
Další premiéra za hodinu 30.
But like, there's so many cool games that I still like. Really, I think fit the theme of what we're going for here. And your amazing retro real-time strategy RPG thing is perfect. And I had that short list, and I was like, this game will be here. I have to make sure It Stares Back is in Realms Deep, and here we are. And I'm hoping people love that trailer as much as I did. But can you tell us a little bit about where this all came
o tom
from
asi úplně slyšet nechci, protože to moc jako úplně neoslovilo.
But It Stares Back comes from if I had to pick an origin point for it, it would be playing Command and Conquer, like Red Alert 2 for the first time as a kid.
To nevypadalo ani trochu jako Red Alert.
It's been said by many to be a dead genre, but as far as I'm concerned, it's not dead, it's undead. And I'm ready to bring it back. The whole studio is, where, you know, there's still a lot of good RTS games out there, and it's nice to you know, kind of breathe some life back into the community by and into the genre by
I ain't feeling that.
RPG and Metroidvania like mechanics.
Yeah, speaking of the RPG thing, like upgrading your little army, people who can like now do different things or have different abilities that maybe they didn't have before is really, really fun. And the other thing is, we're talking about Metroidvania, like how completely replayable every level is. I mean, I've beat the entire early access, and I'm now that I've seen the trailer for what's coming up, I need it like right now. But the missions are all so full of different tasks that you can do, and then you can't necessarily do it your first playthrough. But once you've leveled up, then you can come back and revisit that area and accomplish something different with the same, you know, piece of real estate. And to me, that's like chef's kiss. Wonderful. I'm really hoping that other people find it equally as awesome.
Oh yeah, and just wait till the next chapter too. We have some levels where you can just enter it and then leave onto the next place. You don't have to do anything there at all if you don't want to. We took a page out of open world games. We just love the idea of the player having a little bit more freedom and agency to pick up missions, decide when and what they want to do, or not be able to finish a mission until they come back with the ice armor or, you know, whatever else. That's always been something I've loved. There's a lot of Metroid-esque things in that for sure. In the aesthetic as well, with the electro fantasy vibes.
Very, very HRG.
Teď už se tady to končí, je tady půl šestý ráno.
Love it. I can't wait for all the people who just saw it. They're probably wishlisting it right now and ignoring us. So let's move on to the next thing. Jahar, take it away. All right, I hope you all enjoyed that part of the show. It was really fun to see like all these crazy stuff going on with like myself talking to everyone. And I'm so sorry that we're cutting from me to me and then back to me and then back to me again. But the point is that coming up next, we have a really special segment sandwiching a bunch of trailers. And Alex,
he is dominant.
Tell us a little bit about it.
I don't really have a lot to say. We're about to burn a lot of bridges with Doom Daddy, but that's all I know.
So, what do you mean by Doom Daddy?
I guess we'll find out.
Oh, okay. Well,
El finale?
I guess for now it's back to me again. I got Project Downfall's Crimson Reaper right here for you to talk to you, or for me to talk to you, and for all of you motherfuckers out there to listen. I'm really stoked about this one. This is a really unique, different kind of game. And we have so many different crazy ideas for what games could be in this this whole convention. Yours really stood out, man. What is Project Downfall about?
Project Downfall.
Right, thanks for having me. So, Project Downfall, in a nutshell, you could say it's a kind of unique mix of adventure and first-person perspective game. It takes place in the near-distant future when actually the European Union is in disarray and about to fall apart. And the new superpower is looming on the horizon. The Novo-Russian Federation, so something like a new Soviet Union. And, well, everything takes an unexpected turn once one fateful day. And that will lead to one of the 12 outcomes.
So what to you makes Project Downfall like stand out amongst other FPS? I know what it does to me, but like for you.
Yes, you normally
well, actually, the more you play, the first impression is that a lot of people just think Hotline Miami and FPS. Well, that looks can be deceiving because the game takes on something like a Dark Souls approach. You have the absolute freedom to do everything you want.
You did really well in the big indie pitch in Amsterdam 2020, and Project Downfall took #1. Why do you think that is?
Well, I suppose I was just we had like you mentioned, it was a pitch, so it was really short. We had to be such a small time as possible.
Dark Souls
The things that stood out most would be the dynamic music, because the game has music changes depending what is happening on screen, and the environment destruction, because I was always showing off the Tengu level, which is based on the tea house level from Hardboiled, where there's like obliteration, ultra obliteration. You can destroy walls. It's like more like Rainbow Six Siege.
No.
Well, obviously not that budget, because we have no budget and our whole dev is 2 guys. So, well, but considering our manpower, I think we did pretty well. And obviously the other thing I think they liked were how they didn't expect that so many actions would lead to so many different events and possibilities in the game.
I like that you said the level, the tea house level in Hardboiled. I think you meant scene, but I'm totally on board with you. Yeah, exactly. That game is. You're fucking me up too. That movie has inspired so many cool games lately. Maximum Action. It's a harkening back to probably what was inspiring Shadow Warrior in the past.
I can have some Shadow Warrior.
One thing you really mentioned that stuck with me was that your actions matter. This is not exactly typical for an indie game, especially not for an FPS. But do your actions really have consequences in Project Downfall? And can you provide any examples that might make me think otherwise to my original playthrough?
Oh, yeah. So as I know, you actually picked up the briefcase when you were going back home. So actually, if you took a different choice earlier, you would have gone down to an arcade parlor instead of the train station. Another thing, you met some NPCs earlier. I don't want to spoil too much, but let's say you killed them. The game would have gone down a completely different route in that case.
Well, I mean, we could talk about it all day. We could talk about it all day long, but let's show these people the trailer and see what they think.
Let us go. Project Downfall. Moje oči! CRT filter. Kolik neonových světel dáme do svý hry? Ano. Čvíte to srovnání s Hotline Miami? Reject LCD, Embrace LSD, asi tak, no. Project Cyberpunk. What's this? What? Oh, Henlo. Lovecraftian world, here we go! Let's kite the enemies! Můžete rolovat literally Dark Souls. Kinda cool, I guess. Prepare for your examination. I'm Mary Poppins, y'all! Untold Stories 2 od H.P. Lovecrafta. He's been dead for almost 100 years. Alright. Beyond Mankind. Měla být poslední věc snad. Bong! Mankind dead. Starý model AK-12. Remington R5, ta už se taky nedělá. Nebo to tak aspoň vypadalo. To ujíčko je strašný. Jo, ale ty zvuky jsou špatný. Stalker, Unity a Set Flip. To nejsou headcraby, to jsou head thingy. Short drive, Tetavor. No. Ty vole, ne, tohle to bude hodně špatný. Tohle vypadá jako Lidl. To je ruská hra, že jo, tohle. No jo, budeme všechny hry najednou v jednom, jo, to vím, jak vždycky dopadne. Hand down the Freeman. Oh god, no. Jo, a ještě tenhle měsíc. Ne, nechci developer interview. Jo, ten odemčenej ve valutě, jo.
Anything cooking up in the future?
Fuck off, Romero!
Sigil 2, that is going to happen?
Yeah.
Dokonce si pořídil feministický účet.
Really cool map. It's so fun.
So will that be
it's
more?
Really good.
Will that be more Doom 1 or will Sigil 2 be Doom 2?
Oh no, it's only Doom 2. Yeah.
Nice. I'm very excited then. There you go. You heard it here, folks. Sigil 2 is a thing. Any kind of rough release dates or anything like that, or is that very still cards close to chest?
Yeah,
Play-based king.
Really.
Jo, jasně, a proto má na Twitteru him.
It didn't happen. It didn't happen. What was it? This year? Is it this? Yeah, this year. Wait a minute. Am I wrong? This year would be the 25th, right? Yeah, 25th.
Yeah, I think so.
Would it?
96.
No, it was 2019. It was 2019.
Ty vole, jak to je tady?
Yeah, 2019 is when
John Romero podcast Beyond Mankind a další je zaděl. Mají to přeházený, Beyond Mankind je tady. John Romero je tady. Tady jsou věci navíc.
Just because that's a lot of levels and I want to make sure that they have a really good consistency and progression and are just really challenging. You know, like, you know, they're fun to play, but it's you know, it's kind of like a Doom 2 style, Doom 2 version of what you felt in some of those Sigil levels, you know.
Would you say it'll be harder or easier than Plutonia? are about that, because Plutonia is still pretty spicy. It's that I think that's kind of the benchmark for old hard Doom.
Yeah. I'd say, well, I don't know. I would compare it to Sigil 1.
Skládaná protahovačka.
The Doom 2
jako musí se něčím zavřít. To sorry, jako John Romero pro mě tahák není, ten nám potřebuje nafackovat.
Oh, very exciting. That's awesome.
Wow, to byl hodně rychlej cut. To byl jump cut doslova. To je... Co? To je model railgunu starýho. What the hell is this? Jo, Aske se to jmenuje, ok. Tohle vypadá jak divná Quake 1. Kvák je to, ano. Free demo na Steam. I don't think I will. Romero overrated, yep. Všem připomeneme Daikatanu, že? Hey, Dyson Sfera. What this? Shoot a game. Bring shooting to game. They be purging, yo, ale what the fuck is this? Ah, purging! Tohle jsou želvy ninja? Or what? Kalamunga it is! Fortune Run. Fortunes Run. Huh? Wow. Haha. I see what you did there. Na podzim? No tak to je za chvíli. Fuck snap. To bude zase něco na drogách, že jo? Je to velmi na drogách. Nedělejte drogy, děcka, asi tak, no. Spookware. Das ist doch die erste Phase. Oh, spas, Henlo PlayStation 1 spas. OK, tohle vypadá grimdark and I like it. Walter MPLko, že by? Yo, it's Dino Crisis combined with Turok, nebo Trespasser. Nemá pažbu ten spas, vůbec žádnou nemá. A tu klasickou pistolovou verzi. Crunch. No takhle nějak by to s váma kopl. Tyhle, Walter pistole, Walter samopal, tahle hra je sponzorovaná Walterem. Compound Fracture, OK. Na Steamu, to si dáme do wishlistu. Tohle vypadá very likeable. Compound Fracture. Klik. Coming soon. Přidat do wishlistu. Další, prosím.
Well, if it isn't my favorite podcast guest, how are you, Mike?
I am doing well, thank you. Hi.
So we are, I guess, debuting the reveal trailer of Star Explorers 5.0 here today.
Star Explorers.
Can you tell us a little bit about the updates and what you're excited about?
That is correct.
That is correct.
Star Explorers, you know, it's been a long, ongoing project for me since 2013. And
Máš to, co se zodpovídat.
8 months ago, I released the 4.0 update. So I've been updating it ever since it was released in 2016.
Why every game Doom?
But I got a lot of critical feedback over the years. And I'm trying to get all
How much longer when is it? Už lidi mají dost a já taky, jak chci hrát Diablo. Slíbil jsem Diablo po tomhle.
Adding a lot of new features. A lot more variety to the different kinds of planets you can explore, a little more sort of emergent events that can happen, unexpected things to surprise you as a player. And, you know, things like meteor showers and tornadoes.
Cože více jak hodina ještě zbývá, jo.
And things like that. And, yeah.
Asi takhle, jestli fakt ještě zbývá přes hodinu. Tak to teďka složím.
Anywhere near me. I love Star Explorers and I love you, obviously.
A dlabat to já chci hrát Diablo a už bude 10.
There's one that I'm just like
za 10 dní vychází Aliens Fireteam. Oh god, to bude špatný.
Star Explorers, I want everyone to know about it. I want the whole world to hit Motherload seal of approval, you know.
Lidi taky už ubili, 2000 a tady mám 270, ne.
If you hate me, still check this game out. Mike's nothing like me. So I'm stoked, man. I'm really proud of you. We had you last year. This year we're really, I guess, seeing sort of closer to the finished product, like something that's really tangible. And
well, yeah, last year I was working with Paradox Vector and just finishing that up, and then I decided, actually because of Realms Deep, because of a lot of the positive feedback that came out of it, I was surprised.
Ten Aliens Fireteam bude na Steamu nebo kde?
I really realized like I have something that I can focus on there.
Jo, ty krávo, cože 40 €, jo.
This game has been a journey for you, obviously, and it's been a journey.
A se tam do wishlistu jenom bych viděl, kdy to vyjde, až ho všichni zdrbou, že to je nejhorší věc na světě.
And go on that same journey along.
To má Cold Iron Studios. Kdo to, co mají za sebou? Nic. Jejich první hra.
Crystals and being stranded in space to die in the cold, hard. Well, I was gonna say the world.
Focus Home Interactive to publishuje, taky mají Hertunu, že jo?
Cosmos of Star Explorers. Yeah, that was one
to
of my
favorite.
Vole,
to bude strašný.
One of my favorite
40 €. A je Deluxe edice, takže samotná hra reálně stojí 70 €.
But it just doesn't care about you.
Jo, oni mají 4 season passy. Tak už to mají naplánovaný. Jo, jsou ty Star Explorers. Ty vole, to vypadá jako Elite starej. A pozor, there's a ray gun. No Man's Sky, retro. Pořád víc kontentu než No Man's Sky. Hong, nepřestanu o tom říkat tyhle věci. Spíš ne. Tak co, konec?
Ask, Alec, can you whisper? Just they won't even notice. Just.
Are you sure about this?
Yes.
Okay, we're not live right now, well? Okay.
Oh yeah, when is Wrath coming out?
Right.
Aeon of Ruin ovšem potřebuje.
A lot of you guys have been waiting for an update, and I'll give it to you straight, and then we're not gonna make it for summer. And I know Chad is probably gonna go crazy right now, but that's just how it is. We are working every single fucking day on this. And I've never seen anyone work as hard as the Raft team. They are brilliant people. And
poslední patch.
Because we're working so hard on it, we want, that's because
28.
we want it
ledna,
to be the best game possible for you guys. There's going to be some changes. There have been some changes already. There's going to be more. One of the reasons why this has taken so long is because of the world situation. We're in a pandemic. A lot of our team has been severely affected.
Korona není výmluva.
We are in a much better place now. We're working hard every day.
Sorry, ale není.
And a lot of people on Twitter,
Pokud nejste v Austrálii a doslova vám vojáci neklepou na dveře.
The 3 rounds Twitter, the Raft Twitter, the Iron Fury Twitter, all that kind of shit. And what we're gonna do now, because so many of you guys are asking us, hey, are you still working on Raft? What the fuck is happening? Yes. And to keep you guys in the loop, from now on, we're gonna do bi-weekly updates, where I'm gonna be posting, hey, today, this week, or these 2 weeks, we've done this and this and this. And that way you guys will see we are actively working on it.
Takže to je hra, kterou jsem chtěl recenzovat, to je Quakeovka, jako Quake 2. Ten Wrath Aeon of Ruin. Já to mám koupený, s tím mi to teďka neřekne. Ale od ledna v tom nebyl update, a je srpen, že jo?
I'm not a developer. I don't know what coding is and shit like that, but I'm in the loop with Wrath, and I've never seen anything like it. It looks fucking awesome. You guys have a lot to look forward to, but it has to be the best game possible. And if that means waiting an extra month for some months, I don't know when, then that's gonna happen. Yeah.
I've always been in agreement with that. In entirety, that's the entire theme of In the Keep podcast. Really, is just like supporting developers and making sure that we understand and have transparency with what they want and everything. Yeah. And for me, I would always rather have the best game possible than a shitty game that comes out.
Isn't there a meme about that, actually?
Yes, I mean, it's so prevalent. It's like this crunch culture, and we don't practice that here. I've actually been upset the whole time I've been in Denmark because I'm like, I want to work on Realms Deep, and Fred's like, no, we have to go fucking ride in the Ferrari and drink boomer juice and all this kind of shit. Yeah. It's actually quite a beautiful thing that you guys are not harassing them and making them work extreme hours.
Exactly, and even if we aren't harassing them and working extreme hours, they really are doing a lot. Like, yeah.
Dobře, ale to už bylo dost výmluv o Wrath Aeon of Ruin. Jaký je konečný čas konference? Doktore, kolik?
It's fucking crazy. You guys have a lot to look forward to when it's coming out.
On si mění tričko furt, teďka má Postal tričko, předtím měl Dusk, předtím měl...
Yeah, that we also have to
don't even care.
We have a game that we all know and love. I'm not going to say the name of it because you'll see it as soon as we're done here. And then you'll also see my best friends over at Hyperstrange.
Join me.
Yeah, we have a bit of a segment for you. So stay tuned, and I hope you're enjoying Realms Deep.
Stay tuned. Jak dlouho ještě?
Osric, this is pretty cathartic, man. Last time we did a recording together, you were just like this little indie game that could, like, I was like, I don't know if this will ever be anything or not, but hell, let's give it a shot. And then this year you were on the poster of the whole event, and you got this crazy cool deal working with 1C Publishing. How are you
všechno pre-recorded, komu to ještě nedošlo.
Overwhelmed. It's we've been bouncing all over the place, trying to tackle 30 things at once. Not too long ago, we just released the game into early access.
Já mám takový návrh. Po prezentaci téhleté hře to prostě tady zavřu a půjdu na Diablo. Dám pauzu, dejme tomu do 10:30. A od 10:30 vám řeknu, jestli už to skončilo a co bylo. A když ne, tak prostě jdem hrát prostě Diablo. Tak to vidím. Protože já potřebuji rozhýbat. Já se nečekal, že jim to potáhne takhle dlouho. Tyhle konference nebejvají takhle dlouhý. Bývají 3/4 hodinový. A už jim to jede 3 hodiny 28, reálně 2 hodiny 35. To je moc, jako už.
This specific thing that we're doing, this Realms Deep thing, so special is that, I mean, 3D Realms is known for its amazing, like, relatable characters, and your game is so driven by that it was just kind of hard to ignore. It was obviously part of the family, and yeah, here we are.
Yeah, it's been really strange because I don't think it's quite settled in just how much it's blown up. Because especially with our community, at least, things still feel a bit small and focused on
a group
of people on both our Discord and our Twitter. But yeah, it definitely has been kind of strange moving from like just last year. Probably we only had like 300 people in our Discord, and I think we're going on like 4,000 now. And same thing on Twitter, like what it blew up like all at once, and even shortly after Realms Deep, once he had reached out to us to.
This can be good for me, but I feel great.
Pretty much unprompted, I think Fred had basically thrown around the idea that they.
Dobrý, už váš čas vypršel, co dál? Poslední hra.
And then, like, out of the blue, they wanted to have a
úspěšný hype train.
And they're basically like, hey, we want to publish.
Další, co se ptá, kdy to končí.
And then probably 3-4 months negotiating, and then we ended up striking the deal with them, and then a few months later, we released the early access.
Well, I am super stoked for you, man. As always, you know, I love you and I love what you do.
Tak, trailer a jdem do piči.
Congratulations on everything, but for now, let's roll the trailer and see what people think.
Viscerafest, to už jsem hrál. Dokonce dělal video.
Bring it on.
No. Anything else?
Wake up.
Já to ještě furt ten samý trailer. Brrr. What?
Once you're dead, your soul moves on where it's supposed to. Heaven or hell. At least that's what the preacher used to say on the rare days when he was sober. I reckon my twisted soul may stick around.
Nekecejte, že budeme mít westernovku.
Because there is nowhere to move on to anymore.
Ne, je to zombie game. Fuck.
Hell is empty and all the devils are here. So, it's just me. My gun.
Tenhle revolver není double action, takže fuck you. Začínám být salty, ty vole. Až Lancaster brokovnici, nehejbou se ti kladívka, vole. Single action revolver střílí double action. No. Toto mě neohromilo. Au. Dobře, dojedem trailery a když nebudu říkat, že končí, tak to prostě zatahuju. That's the rule. Racing hra. Ale kurzorová? No. Jo, Sensory overload. Takže další LSDčko.
In the distant future, as the omnipotent PTC Corporation reigns on Earth, last freedom seekers embark on deep space terraforming missions. An engineer arrives on Methuselah, her new frontier, a planet 12,000 light years away from PTC's clutches. But as an anomaly destabilizes the Methuselah's flux gate, a monstrous horde pours in. Massacre ensues. Our heroine is scared and outnumbered, but she is not outgunned.
Wait a minute! To vypadá hodně jako Ion Fury.
Supplies. Endure, adapt, strike back. Wishlist now on Steam.
No. There's more.
Goddamn minds. You idiots are gonna pay for shooting up my... What the hell?
Teacup grip. Doom 3, 2.
Ugly motherfucker.
Gib gameplay, neříkejte, že to bude jenom animáč, i když vypadá dobře. Hele, not spas. Literally stejný armor jako Doom 1. Jupiter Hell, ok, a máš... On je to Alien Swarm klon. Ona to není... Ona to je... Mark Taggart! Aha, I see what you did there, I see what you did there. Well, tak veškerý můj zájem opadnul.
Skullstone, that ugly magic piece of rock looming over our mining village. My village. It was dormant for centuries, but now it awakens. Just my luck, eh? Ancient evil returns, as it always does. Monstrosities from the dark realms below plague our mines and the surface. They eat my villagers. This is a big problem, you see. I like my mines operational. I prefer most of my men not to be eaten, but in my whole life I've never had a problem that a hefty pouch of gold and jewels wouldn't solve. That's where you hired blades come in.
Huh? Dungeon crawler, klasický.
Into the darkness, literally. Bring some torches, find your way below, just mind the traps. Send those monsters back to where they came from. They deserve no mercy.
Je fakt, že dlouho nebyl dělaný takový, naposled to byl snad Dungeons of Dreadmore a pak se už nic neudělalo.
Solve the secrets of the underrealm. There's glory in it for you. And you can keep half of the treasures you find down there. Get to work, adventurers. You've got a dungeon to crawl. Skullstone.
Já, okej. A já tyhle crawlery nikdy nemusel. Jsem řekl Dungeons of Dreadmore, já jsem se Legend of Grimrock. Léto crossbow, jak se to jmenuje? Blood Knight. Langweilig. Když to moc protáhnete tu show, tak já už to nefeeluju, to je prostě ono. Hej, Elderborn. Ale jsme tady trailer už měli. Navíc. Aha, konzolový release. Oh, fuck off then. Well, goddamn. Snack. Danger noodle. Oh, it's Postal.
All right, time here. What do you got to say?
Look. I've been thinking a lot about what happened last year, and it's Realms Deep time again. So this seemed like the appropriate time to just fucking sit down with you and try to make this work.
Oh yeah, why don't we relitigate this? What happened last year?
I don't want this to be adversarial, man.
You nearly killed me with a shovel, man. I got major concussion problems now.
I know I can never fully make it up to you. I know I caused you a lot of pain, and I just want you to try to put yourself in my shoes and think about the position I was in.
I don't know what position you're in. Tell me what position. You didn't tell me last year.
Look, you've been in this business for 20 years, dude, and I'm just making my way into it, and I had to try to find a way to prove myself.
I've told you before, there's one easy way to get anything out of me. Man, right here.
No! The Hebrew hammer.
And I deserve that, but the thing is, I know we say I regret nothing, you know, all that kind of shit, and the truth is that I really do. I feel bad about what I did, and I shouldn't have taken advantage of you like that.
So what are you gonna do about it?
I brought you a small peace offering. It's just a little gift. I hope.
Small enough to fit in this bag, yeah. Yeah. I guess that works.
Thank you.
All right, man. I'm gonna go get you a drink. If you want to check out the pool, the views, I'll be right back.
Thank you, man. I feel a lot better.
Yeah, I bet you do.
button.
Fucking hit me over the head with a fucking shovel.
Dude.
Think you can get away with this little fucking pink package?
I fucking tried.
Yeah. Well, you know what's coming next?
What?
Shit.
Mike, no. What are you doing? What are you doing?
Over.
Leave me, Alex!
Fucking over. Fuck
Please.
you! Fuck Fred! And fuck the reading around!
Delenda est. No regrets. Wait, what?
Vince? Vince? What the actual fuck? What is this shit? This was supposed to be an intro cutscene. I told you guys letting this Polish sweatshop make the game was a bad idea. Eastern Bloc? Come on, haven't you learned anything? Wait, the hell? I sound like a lame YouTube machinima. Vince, get me my voice, or so help me. What do you mean, just a demo? Yeah. I don't give a damn. My contract says, voiced by. Hell, you know what my contract says. Get me my voice.
Oh, that's a little bit better, I guess. So, Vince, what's up with that demo thing? Like, I'm here, I'm wearing the sissy hospital gown, looking like an idiot, and there's, like,
OG voice actor is
here.
so yeah.
Zero effort. Yeah, like I'm here, and the place is just empty. So unprofessional. No, wait, someone's here. No, it's okay, I'll handle that. Hey, you! Yeah, you! Over there! Are you here for... Shit, come closer! I'm not gonna shout. Okay, close enough. Now shut up and listen. I'm gonna break the fourth wall with you. You're here for the intro, asshole? Tough luck. This is it. Those hyper-strange bastards making this game got nothing done. We gotta improvise. I'm just gonna tell you what the intro would have been. If I was working with professionals. My lips aren't even moving. The game is called Postal, Brain Damaged. The entire shtick is that it all happens in a damaged brain. Mine. Sort of like a messed up dream. So I'm just gonna tell you my dream, and you flex that imagination muscle. We see planet Earth drifting through the black void of space, a demonic sigil burned in its surface. I look down upon it, standing vigil in my orbital space castle ship fortress thing. I'm listening to a woman crying for help over the radio. I know the demonic forces are butt-humping my planet, and I am pissed as hell. I grab my super-duper shotgun and exactly 3 out of 6 available shells. That's not enough, but that's okay. I also have my trusty wrist blade. Then I put on my iconic helmet. As the portal leading to Earth's surface powers up, I feel my huge dick pushing against the inside of my suit of tech armor. I'm ready. I reload my gun, and What? Damn it, Vince, I was in the zone. Yeah, I was telling this here dumbass about the dream. What do you mean, wrong dream? Oh yeah, damn shame. That could have made a pretty decent game, like 85 plus Metascore. So we stream our... What the fuck?
There is no gameplay. Oh. There is gameplay. Okay.
there, I'm Corey Cruz, and recently, after losing my long-time brain cell-destroying rock radio gig to COVID-19, I'm left with pretty much being just a starving voice actor now. So thank you very much, coronavirus. You can suck it all the way. And of course, you can only ride something like those super high fumes of being a former postal dude for so long, and that's where I'm at now. So therefore, I'm really grateful to Running with Scissors and Hyperstrange, because they have determined in their infinite non-wisdom that I am just the right amount of damaged to be a part of their new game. Brain damaged. That's postal brain damaged. So that's something to be super stoked about. I'm happy to once again be
this can't be good for me.
Semi-relevant, let's say, and be a part of the postal community in manners such as this. So since I've got you here, and the Running with Scissors money pretty much gone, and these Hyperstrange guys, well, they pay in freaking Polish groszy or something like that. So if you wouldn't mind, please subscribe to my OnlyFans page.
Oh, no.
That'd be great. All right, Corey Cruz for Realms Deep 2020. Right. Make that 2021. And I'm out. See ya.
I regret nothing.
Anyway. Už je konec.
Oh, there you are. You okay, buddy? Dude? Hey. Furniture.
What's the next segment?
I actually don't know.
Jahar, what's the next segment?
No to nekonč.
John Romero! Oh, yeah, John
fuck
John
off.
Romero is up next. We're gonna dry tie off while we're doing that.
We got Father John.
Takže můj plán, no jako na Romera fakt nemám náladu. Bych ho nejradši proplesknu pérem, takže asi takhle. Zavíráme Realms Deep. Klidně koukejte dál, dejte si to bokem a já se vrátím v 22:45 a dáme to Diablo 2. OK? Remasterovaný, jakože Resurrected. OK? Takže vydržte v terinku, vydržte těch 25 minut and we'll have some Diablo. Je dobrý to zakončit postlem, postel je fajn. Tak jo, see ya!